Superintendent Dr. Steve Barker, distinguished members of the Board of Education, Principal Harrison, Dr. Redicop, members of the faculty and staff, alumni, family and friends, and my fellow class of 2015 graduates. My name is Kevin Cheng, and as senior class president, it is with my utmost distinct honor to welcome you all to our 2015 commencement ceremony. Prior to starting this speech, I began thinking about reflections. No, not the famous song from Mulan, but the certain experiences and times that stood out the most to me during these past 4 years. Initially, I had trouble remembering, but soon after, I began realizing that the word reflections has actually played an important role in my life. Being that my parents were immigrants to the US, they've always told me 3 things. I must remember who I am, where I am from, and what I represent. Now, this evening, class of 2015, I challenge you to reflect on who you are, where you are from, and what you represent. Word has it, high school changes who you are, and to be honest, I couldn't agree more. 4 years can really change a person. In fact, I went from having a full head of black hair my freshman year to looking like I could be on the cover of a Just for Men Touch of Grey box today. Even though our change hasn't been as drastic or stressful, we aren't the gullible and timid freshmen we once were. When we walked into the freshman building freshman year, we had no idea what to expect. We didn't know about the horrible traffic up and down the stairs, or even those first few awkward lunches before we knew anybody. Then soon we realized that high school wasn't exactly like High School Musical, where it wasn't all laughing, singing, and dancing, but instead trying to juggle extracurricular activities and our academics. But as the years went by, maturity proved to be incredibly beneficial. In fact, we even changed our ways and styles since then. We've gone from socializing in the top stands during football games to cheering "I Believe" as hard as we could during the student section. We've gone from riding the bus, or hopelessly asking for rides, to finally getting our licenses. We've even changed our social media habits as well. We've gone from MySpace to Facebook, until our parents joined, to nowadays Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram. All of which, if you don't update on a daily basis, will find people questioning your existence. Sure, we have changed a lot, but when I look at all of you in front of me this evening, I still see the same freshmen I shared these same memories with 4 years ago. Next, you must remember where you come from. You are from a state of true Southern hospitality, with "yes ma'am" and "yes sir" always being used in your vocabulary, and where our people are sweeter than our tea. You are from a prestigious high school that was recently named among America's most challenging high schools by the Washington Post. You are from a unique high school like no other. Not only do you learn about Spanish and anatomy with Miss Lauder and Miss McCord, each respectively with their classes, but also life lessons that inevitably help you not only in high school, but also in life. Love you, Miss McCord. Love you, Miss Lauder. You go to a high school that breaks the status quo of all homecomings, where we put our students before anybody else. Instead of crowning king and queen to your stereotypical athlete or, say, best-looking person, we gave this prestigious honor to 2 amazingly special needs students, Queen Jess and King Ani. And where we wore red for Brit, in honor of Brittany Cheatham, one of our very own, who sadly passed away a short while before homecoming. May you rest in peace, Brittany. We love you, and we know you're here with us tonight. You go to a high school that has outstanding musical art programs, whether it be our band constantly winning competitions, our chorus performing in Scotland, or our amazing drama program that makes Zac Efron wish he was playing Troy Bolton in this year's High School Musical. The list goes on, but these very moments we've been so fortunate to experience with the Northgate community have always left me waking up in the morning saying, "It's a great day to be a Viking." Which brings me to my final call to action. You must remember what you represent. These past 4 years, you are a Northgate Viking whether you liked it or not. And just because you graduate today does not mean you no longer represent this school. Be an image of Northgate High School and what it truly represents. Even if you have to recite our mission, that will be ever so ingrained in our brains. Show the world how Northgate is committed to student success. Let this success influence you and those around you in the future. I believe all of you will be successful as we start our new chapters in our lives. In fact, I believe here in front of me, I see the cure of cancer, a potential teacher of the year, a Purple Heart recipient, and even potential Northgate High School principal. Before I conclude my speech, I just want to take this moment to bring in and just cherish this experience. That way in 30 years, I can reflect on this moment. And what better way to reflect than to take a selfie? So 2015, please join me. Thank you. Our last notes are sung, our last games have been won, our last papers are turned in, and the last times we pray that the news says we have another snow day tomorrow have also ended. However, remember that this is just the beginning, and in the words of C.S. Lewis, there are far, far better things ahead than any we leave behind. Finally, thank you, class of 2015, Northgate community, and most importantly, my family, for the unconditional love and support. There are no gifts in the world that can amount to what you have given to me. I love you all. God bless.